How's it going? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Supercars of London. What is up? How are things? Hopefully wherever you are around the world and whenever you're tuning into this video that your lockdown is going as okay as it possibly can. Now, I'm gonna be honest, for the last 10 days or so, I've really tried and probably tried too hard and overthought the entire process of uploading a YouTube video. I've been desperate being locked in this place for the majority of the last 8 to 9 weeks or so to bring interesting and exciting content. And I'll be honest, it is almost impossible to do that, especially when you're not even allowed to go for a drive. Until last weekend when our government said, go for a quick drive and enjoy it. So that is what I'm gonna do after I get into the first little few updates that hopefully won't take too much of your time. But I've also asked you guys to submit your questions to me via Instagram so that I can answer the majority of your questions that you have to me about the channel, about my cars, and what is going to happen after COVID-19, or at least after we are allowed to freely explore the country and the world. Okay, let's start with my Murcielago, because before lockdown, Barkaways actually got the car back, polished it, and it was ready for collection. And then, when we got put into lockdown, Barkaways obviously shut up shop for the safety of their employees and customers. Everything was locked up, and I had to accept the fact that I was having to wait until about now to get my car. And I can say that I've been speaking to the guys and we are penciling in a date for me to socially distance collect my Lamborghini and bring to you guys the finished article. I've not even been sent photos. So within the next 7 to 10 days, I do believe the next video that will come to the channel will be me collecting my Lamborghini. Lamborghini news complete. Now let's move on to the other cars that are in my possession or underneath the Supercars of London YouTube channel umbrella. That's the weirdest way I've ever said whatever's on my driveway. Anyway, the Ford Focus ST was supposed to go back to Ford on April the 16th. It was a car that Parkers.co.uk and myself collaborated on so that I could long-term test that car as to what it was like to live with on a daily basis. I still have that car. It is still down there and I haven't really driven it, but it's been useful to drive to the shops, and I will be jumping into that car in about 5 minutes. But Ford Focus ST is still with us, but it is going to be imminently leaving, meaning that there is a space on my driveway for a daily driver, which I will get into at the end of this video. But the Ferrari 458 Italia, another car that a lot of you guys have been asking questions on, because of course it is not outside. It is currently at Eurospares, and there is a security reason as to why that is. I won't go into too many details, but I did call the police because it was parked out there and something was going on. I'm gonna leave it at that because it was a privacy security issue. And finally, the Honda CBR 650R is still downstairs, and I've ridden it twice this year, I think, which obviously is not good enough, but I'm desperate to get back out on the bike, and since the lockdown has been eased a little bit, I'm definitely gonna jump back on and give you guys a bike vlog and an update as to how my riding is going. Obviously, during the first initial period of lockdown, our essential travel was to go and get food, medicine, and you were allowed 60 minutes of exercise. So a motorbike, sadly, does not fit into any of those categories, which is why I didn't ride it. But I will be bringing you guys a bike update vlog as soon as possible. But with all of that being said, Lamborghini Murcielago imminently coming back to the channel. 458, again, weird issue with that. Ford Focus ST going, daily incoming, and the bike getting back out onto the open road. Things are slowly getting back to normal. Let's go and jump in the Ford Focus ST and go for a bit of a drive, have some fun, and answer some of your questions about what is going to happen to the Supercars of London YouTube channel after lockdown. This feels nice. This feels right. I feel comfortable. and I'm ready to get back into it. I think sitting on the sofa or being in my kitchen trying to make a video, I was overthinking everything, paranoid that it wasn't going to be exciting, because how I started and where my passion for making videos comes from is experiencing the adrenaline and the loud noises that you get from a car, and just, yeah, I really felt like I was missing something in lockdown, and to be back out on the open road is definitely where I would much rather be. The question that I am dying to answer, Jesus Christ, that Morrison's van was on the other side of the road. The question I am dying to answer is, what is my next move? I've seen it crop up a couple of times on Instagram. What is going to happen? So I think we need to backpedal to pre-lockdown as to what was originally planned. The Murcielago was being sold, and fingers crossed it still is. And I was going to replace that with another supercar. I was then going to be going on a monumental road trip. Right now, we are the 17th of May, I believe. I would have been midway through, traveling across Europe. I was going on a 30-day road trip, hitting about 9 different countries, ending up in the south of Spain, then flying over to Italy for the Mille Miglia, and then coming back to Monaco for the Formula 1 Grand Prix. So I'm going to try and replicate and mirror that plan as best as possible. Oh, isn't that right there? He is enjoying the drive. Oh my God, it feels so good to see a car like that again. And finally, the biggest change of plan out of everything. Literally, as we were going into lockdown, I said that I wanted to spend under 200 grand on the best supercar I could find. That plan has changed. I know I've been vocal about that. I've said that in the video, that the budgets were going to be a little bit all over the place, given we don't really know what is going on at the moment. I am going to be sensibly splitting the money between buying a daily and buying a supercar. My number one priority is not worrying about putting mileage on the cars. I want to modify these cars. I want to do crazy stuff with them. I want to personalize them in a way that reflects me and my tastes, which is questionable at the best of times, but that is my plan. And whilst I had an idea as to where I was going to be going after the Murcielago back in March, things have changed. And that's just the reality. But the biggest change of plan is Daily Driver is coming before Supercar. Supercar is coming after Daily Driver, and I will bring you every step of the way of that journey as I get as best of a 2-car garage as I can possibly get. And I've been fairly vocal about it on Instagram and Twitter. What is the best 2-car garage you can get for 150 grand? There are some fantastic cars out there, and I will be working with Magnitude Finance, as mentioned before, and I'll be working with Grange Cars, the dealership network that I work with and I'm an ambassador for, to get the coolest 2-car garage that I can possibly find to bring you guys the craziest road trips, the best modifications, and fundamentally the best videos that I get the most excited about. And that is, to me, the most important thing. I've not been excited about the videos that I've shot during lockdown. Sat on the sofa, they're static, there's no adrenaline, there's no fun behind them. It's been nice to be nostalgic and look back on some of the great memories that we've had, but moving forward, I want to work on the most fun, the best cars, and fundamentally bring you guys the most entertaining content. I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully I've not taken too much of your time, but given you the best update I possibly can about the YouTube channel during coronavirus. I did try a couple of weeks ago to film a video for last week. That failed. I did try yesterday. I burnt out my entire battery and used up an entire memory card doing about 120 takes, I counted. Couldn't get the video. Could not get it. I was not excited about it, but getting out and driving has been a refreshing moment for me. Don't know why it's indicating left. Anyway, but ladies and gentlemen, take care, stay healthy, keep to the government guidelines. Don't know what I was going to say there, but most importantly, please take care of yourself and your family and everyone close, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Goodbye.